the button.
Wow, that's cool. Hello and welcome to the Palm Beach International Academy podcast series. I'm your host, Matt Sachs. I'm also a tutor at PBIA, and joining us today is academic director / history / English tutor Avery McMinn and science and math tutor Laura Ramirez. And today in podcast number 3, we're going to hit on a couple of topics. First, we're going to talk about summer school. Why should a student take part in summer school this year? And then we're also going to talk about doing science online in the virtual world that we live in right now. And Avery, I'm going to start off with you. Summer is just around the corner, and summer camp season is not like it has been in the past. PBIA is offering many academic courses this summer. Why is it important for students to think about continuing their schooling this summer?
Well, it's absolutely important for students to take a step back and use this time to their academic and creative advantage. Summer school has taken on a whole new meaning now. Now it means you can expand your world, explore a new interest, meet fascinating new people. You could create something new or explore something that you haven't really studied before. And it's great to get a head start for the future of your career too.
And you know, Avery, I mean, back in the day, summer school was all about remediation, so you don't get left back. And some of the things you're talking about is enrichment, you know, getting ahead. It's an important thing that I think the mindset on summer might need to change a little bit.
That's correct. Because with traditional summer kind of looking uncertain, taking online classes now will definitely be an asset, not just for remediation, but to add to your portfolio. So like an older student can take one of their upcoming core classes and kind of get it out of the way if they want for the fall, or they can explore a new interest with different categories of academia that they wanted to before. So the world of education is definitely changing. So it's a great idea to take the extra time we have now and explore the possibilities of virtual learning and how we can use technology to enhance ourselves. And especially we're advising students to continue to enthusiastically engage with their virtual learning so they can enhance their college recommendation letters as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Taking classes this summer, it's not a punishment, you know, it's a good thing for you to do. Now, Laura, you teach science, and science is a hands-on course through the years, experiments, tactile learning, but now the students are online. And before I ask you the next question, let's take a look at a clip from Christina Rodriguez, and she's going to show us how online learning can be fun.
My name is Christina, and today I'm going to make an experiment. I will need 2 eggs, 1 boiled egg and 1 raw egg, and I'm going to spin them in this table. So first I'm going to spin the boiled egg. And now I'm going to spin the raw egg. So this one didn't spin because the yolk was moving and the mass of the center wasn't the same. And this one did spin because the mass of the center was the same. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Christina, for that excellent experiment. I'm sorry I had to throw that in there. Hey, Laura, Christina just proved that online learning doesn't have to be boring and you can still do experiments at home. What has been your approach, or what's going to be your approach in the coming months as we're still, you know, teaching online?
Right. So I think that despite the fact that we might not have some of these materials at home or all the fancy equipment, I think Christina made a really good point of saying that we can still use some of these materials at home that we have and create these really unique yet very interesting science experiments. One of my approaches has been to use a lot of interactive websites that, even though we can't leave home, we can still travel really far. So one example is this really cool website for Earth Science where you can go in and you can see the solar system and you can look at the different constellations. You can zoom in on stars that are thousands of light years away. So even though we can't necessarily go outside or go into a particular academy, we can still do a lot of cool things with technology and science.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for your insight on where we're going in the next few months in the academic world. This has been the Palm Beach International Academy podcast series. Stay tuned for more in the coming days.